Good evening, my dark and lovely soul. My name is Lenny Graves, and tonight I am here to bring you a demonic whisper. What you need to hear. Your friend Lenny Graves, is a demonologist. I have lots of demon friends who live in hell and on this plane, and they flitter about in the shadows and the darkness. And sometimes they come to me and they tell me things that I think that you might need to hear. This is a general reading on the internet, but it was meant to find you. They flitter around all through time and space and bring you to me when I need you to have them bring you to me, and you need to hear what I have to tell you. First of all, the thing that I have to tell you has to do with a Pisces. So I'm going to throw that out there. Maybe you are a Pisces. If you are, comment below. That would be interesting. But if not, it has something to do with a Pisces. A Pisces could be a moon or a rising or a sun sign, but I want you to keep in mind. And this is something you need to hear. And in addition to that, though, remember, there is some Piscesness going on there. 1 second for me as I shuffle up these cards. I want to make sure I channel the energy. What is that whisper? What do you need to hear? First card I'm pulling is the Five of Swords. Second card I'm pulling is the Ten of Cups inverted. And the third card I'm pulling is the Knight of Cups inverted. All right. So, my dark and lovely soul, what I'm going to tell you here is what I'm picking up from the dark side of the ether is, are you thinking about moving on? Are you in a situation and maybe you're not like really happy and you're thinking about maybe I should move on, maybe I should do something else? I get more of a love vibe, but this could be a job or a friendship or something like that. I would suggest possibly rethink that because I see if you move on, it causes some inversion in your life. And like, okay, so the Ten of Cups is a really good card. This is like the best card you can pull. But when I pulled it, it was upside down, and it immediately follows you leaving. So, and then the Knight of Cups is also usually about love coming in, right? Or maybe moving out. Like I said, I get kind of maybe a vibe, and if this resonates, always please let me know. But the vibe that I'm getting is, are you thinking about maybe breaking up with somebody or leaving somebody or something of that nature? If you are, and I'm going to pull one more card, Ace of Wands inverted. Maybe that's not the best idea. Usually I tell people to move on, right? Usually that's what I do because I'm all about moving on. I'm all about if you're not completely happy, why waste your time, right? But tonight, the cards I'm getting, and again, if you're in a relationship that's dysfunctional or hurtful, that's a different thing. And this is a general reading on the internet. If it doesn't resonate for you, don't take it. But like right now, the vibe I'm getting from this reading is, okay, so maybe you're like in a relationship. And again, this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. This could be a business partnership. It could be a friendship. It could be in your family. It could be a lot of different things. But most people, I think it's to be romantic. Is maybe you're thinking like, okay, so if I get the hell out of this relationship, the grass is going to be greener, the the chicks are going to be hotter, the dudes are going to be hot, whatever. It's good. Everything's going to just be super hunky dory, and it's going to be good times, and it's going to be like a Coors Light, Bud Light commercial or whatever. It's just going to be people are going to be partying. But no, no, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen for a while. You're not going to find the happiness you're looking for. You're not going to get that love rushing in, and there's not going to be all those wild good times. I love the Ace of Wands. I think with the big one, we all get what that card's about. Um, so yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting, and this is really if you're single right now. I don't know so much if this reading was for not all of my readings for everybody. I'm sorry if I do lots of readings. Check out my channel. This one I really get for people who are in a relationship that you were meant to find me right now. Usually I say if you're not in the best relationship, I can move on. Right now, if you're feeling though your relationship is maybe just a little bit stagnant, just a little bit off, you're not having as good times as you wanted to, and you thought maybe the grass was greener somewhere else. I don't know, my dark and lovely soul. I would back up a little bit from that and maybe reevaluate it. Should that what they need to do? Yeah. Because when I ask that, then we get the Six of Wands. And Six of Wands is like, it's a real big affirmation. Six of Wands is, if you'll notice this dude, he's riding in triumph. It's like a parade. That means it's correct. I'm pretty sure if you stick it out in the long run, it's gonna turn. And again, I mean like a relationship that's not going so great now, not a bad relationship, bad hurtful relationships and stuff like that. Move the fuck on. You don't need that in your life. But right now, I'm thinking like, is if your relationship's okay, but you're in the back of your head, you're like, there's an old what's the Johnny Cash song? I'm going to Jackson, where he talks about how he's going to go out and just like go to Jackson and pardon me the vernacular and just like bang every chick in town or whatever. And his wife's like, go ahead, because you ain't going to get anybody. It's a fun song. But that's the idea there is like, You might think like, oh, I'm going to get away and I'm going to have this magical, amazing life and I'm going to have more fun than I'm doing and all these kind of things. I don't know if that's the case. It might lead you in a little bit. You might regret the decision a little bit, where if you stick it out, sometimes, relationships, if you're in a longer relationship, they're like roller coasters. You get a little fizz, but then they re-spark themselves up. I think it might re-spark itself up. So I don't know. That'd be my piece of advice. That's what the cards are saying. If you feel like you're going through a lull, stick it out a little bit. I think you'll be happier, because if you leave, I don't think you're going to be 100% happy. That's my whispers from my friends out there in the darkness. They wanted me to let you know that before you did something rash. So, my dark and lovely soul, don't do something rash. Think about it. My name is Lenny Graves. You can always find me here at TikTok at The Lenny Graves. You can also find me on Facebook and YouTube at Dysfunctional Enlightenment, where I do longer videos and talks. I even do personal reading spells, all that kind of good stuff if you might be interested. Please do, if you do not mind, like, subscribe, all of those fun things. Comment below if this resonated for me. Let me know. I love to hear back from my folks. And I will talk at you later, my dark and lovely soul. You have a really good night.